Hello, fellow fun flyers. Dan Johnson here, getting ready to go fly with the Gutmans in CT Supersport at the Midwest LSA Expo in Mount Vernon, Illinois. CT Supersport should look kind of familiar to you. It's got elements of the CTSW, and it's also got a new engine. That's why it says Supersport I. That's the Rotax 912 IS, which was not available at the time of the SW model. The one that preceded the CTLS and itself sold very well. Supersport takes something old and makes it something fresh, using a CTSW fuselage and grafting on the CTLS wing, which you should recognize there. In addition, the entire tail plane comes from the CTLS, and the landing gear that you're looking at down there, that gear caused much less rebound than the earlier gear and was much appreciated by those that bought the slightly more sophisticated LS model. The SW model and now this Supersport, a little gutsier kind of airplane with more dashing performance because it's lighter, only 710 pounds empty weight, significantly less than many other LSA, and about 100 pounds less than the longer, more luxurious CTLS. But you put these two together and you've really got something. It was a real joy to go flying these pair of CT aircraft. I'm flying here with Tom Gutman Jr., a superior pilot that I've gotten to fly to the Bahamas with once. It was pretty fun too. Two different airplanes, that is. But now we're going to go again in two different airplanes, a flight of two. We're going to take off jointly, and we'll come in and land the same way. Again, because these fellows know each other's flying habits very well, it's a reasonable thing to do. We got some great photography. You see we had cameras bristling all over the aircraft, and you'll see them on the CTLS too, which did some look back at the Supersport, which is really our subject here, but you're going to see elements of the CTLS. They're both great airplanes. But let me tell you just a little bit more. As we watch CTLS take off here, I'm reminding you that the LS is sort of the luxury model. That's not what LS stands for, but it is that much, and it carries a price tag to match. Supersport, which we are in here looking at the CTLS, carries a much lower price tag, a savings of almost $40,000, getting it down to $135,000 for a new aircraft equipped like this. That's a pretty special bargain, although I realize that's not going to fit everybody's budget, but perhaps a used one will come along someday. And as a matter of fact, the Gutmans are specialists in selling used aircraft. They've sold over 200 models between these two gentlemen since the start of the LSA sector. Indeed, that is more than some aircraft companies produce, so there's a lot to be said for them. Look at these numbers here, 114 indicated, 117 true. This is an airplane that will jam along right near the top of the category. So glad you could come along with us today, and thanks for watching.